Kush's movie review.
Yes, welcome to the year-end episode of Kush's movie review, where Kush is gonna talk us through his favorite movies that he's reviewed of 2024. We could do the top five, we could do honorable mentions, whatever. This is your show, man. This is your show.
I
You do
appreciate that,
you,
man.
buddy. You do you.
I will.
How do you want to break
do
down the
me.
year?
I'm gonna break down the year. I'm gonna try and keep it brief. We're not gonna be doing any Captain Marvel length episodes. We're not gonna be doing a Taylor Swift concert review. Those are the longest episodes we've done, folks. Deadpool and Wolverine, which may or may not be on this list, to be determined. So if this was a normal episode, you might be wondering where's the Mufasa episode review? Where is the Sonic 3? One, I've not seen a single Sonic the Hedgehog movie. By the way, if you are interested in seeing Sonic 3, depending on who you are, it is the best of the three. It is the worst of the three, but everything in common is we had a great goddamn time. Can't wait for Sonic 4. So that's that. Without having seen Sonic 3, that's your review of Sonic 3. Mufasa, just didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see it.
I fucking hates prequel. No one likes prequels. Knock it off.
No one likes a prequel. So you knock it off. Mike Fish just said it best, and I iterated it with a deeper voice. We could have seen Angel Studios Homestead.
Ooh.
That actually looked like an exciting movie that wasn't preaching to you about any kind of religion. It was just this thing. And by the way, Angel Studios is apparently a Mormon company.
The more you know.
More you know. Anyway, the review for Homestead, without having seen it again, apparently it leads into a TV series
Well,
that I
fuck
couldn't
me.
tell you where it's
I
going
didn't
to
know
play.
that.
Yeah,
Did you
I
see?
did not know that before the other night myself.
Did you see Check In on Netflix?
Is
Or
that
Check On?
with what's his name?
The
Um,
guy
um,
from Arrested Development, Jason Bateman,
yes, no, I did
and
not see that.
the Elton John fella, the guy who played Elton John in
And
Rocket
I
Man.
was talking about the Elton John fella, but yeah, no, I didn't see it.
It's AKA phone booth set in an airport.
Oh, well, nuts to that. Yeah, I'm glad we
It's
didn't
it's,
see
it's
that.
pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not like, oh my god, you need to go out your way to see it, but it's good. It's a decent movie.
If this was a regular episode, we would actually be talking tonight about African Kung Fu Nazis. And
Shit,
I would tell you, it's that movie that's so good it's bad. It technically came out in 2019, did not make its way to the United States Amazon Prime till 3 or 4 weeks ago. It is available for rent for $4. I watched it. I fucking had a blast with it. It's ridiculous. It's African Kung Fu Nazis. We're not talking about any of that though.
that
We're
sounds
talking
like a
about
movie where they had three buckets. All right, we have a nationality, we have a martial art, and we have some hated people. And we're gonna go group one. African. Kung Fu. Nazis. Write it.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's how it went down. It's as independent as it can get.
The
I had a
Mad
great time.
Libs of the movie world.
I get it. I hear I'm picking up what you're putting down, Mike Fish. But
Oh.
we're not talking about any of that. We're talking about the best movies that I reviewed on the Waffle Box. Not even that I saw, that I reviewed. Sometimes we reviewed a movie that we happened to see in the theater, and then sometimes I saw a movie that we didn't talk about at all because of something else. We're talking about what I've specifically reviewed in this thread. If you're looking at the playlist, there's 51 other movies before this. Here we go. In no specific order. We actually mentioned this movie last week. It is The Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim. This movie was dope.
Dope.
We're not going to get into specifics and all that. You want to know what I liked about it? Go see last week's review for War of the Rohirrim. Beautiful goddamn movie. I don't get to see too many Japanese anime movies on the big screen. I thought it was a little choppy. Thanks to online consensus, that's apparently the style they chose. but it looks great. I enjoyed the story. I'm not a swords and sorcery guy. I only partially understand Lord of the Rings. Great goddamn movie. 5 out of 5. Uh, this is definitely my favorite movie of the year. I'm not even saying it is the best movie of the year. This is my favorite movie of the year. Pharrell Williams documentary done in Lego form, piece by piece. I had no idea I knew as many Pharrell Williams songs as I did because he's not always on the record, but he is usually behind the record. And so many goddamn tracks, so many goddamn hits. And then it was an interesting medium to tell the whole movie in. And you not only did I learn something, but I was like, this is creative. This is not boring. If you want to tell, this is something different, and I sincerely hope it gets nominated for Best Animated Movie because I think it has a chance. War of the Rohirrim, possibly too, but I hope this specific movie, piece by piece, is in that. So, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, dude. They, yeah, but the last four movies, including this one, have all been pretty good. Not all of them have replay value. I don't even know if this one does itself as well. I had problems with it. Again, go see the review. We bring it all up. My biggest problem was girl, and not the actual
Girls,
actress.
huh? Oh,
No, just
can't live with
girl.
them. Can't live without them.
I believe her name, whatever her name was supposed to be. I don't remember. Um, but girl, not her performance. The actress was good. She did what
Girl,
she was
do,
supposed to do,
do,
but her
do,
character
do.
was told
You'll be a
not very well. It was
woman
pretty shitty.
soon. Do,
Uh, Monkey Man, fucking
do.
Monkey Man was dope. Okay, and it actually, everyone tried to go like, so it's John Wick, but in India. No, it is not like John Wick in India, and I want to punch everybody who says that like very hard, right in the nose, because sure, the man has great hair. Sure, he's wearing a suit. Sure, there's a dog involved. Sure, he fires a gun.
It's
But
a
guess
fucking
what?
John Wick
He's so
movie.
not John Wick that when he fires his gun, he gets disarmed immediately and problems arise out of that. Our main character is branded a terrorist, and because of the classism system within India, when he is saved by a colony of transsexuals, they're like, eh, they're his problem now, and they don't pursue him any further. And I was just like, this movie is fucking amazing. Monkey Man. It is available for Prime. It is available on Prime right now with your subscription. Uh, Dune Part Two. I'm thankful I took the time to watch Dune Part 1 again before I went to go see Dune Part
Oh,
2.
you need to
I'm
because it's so
I'm
fucking
an,
deep.
so fucking annoyed that they had to split these movies up, but I also in the audience now goes like, yeah, I understand. What I don't understand is why they didn't film them back to back like they did with our next movie coming up here. Um,
Why didn't they?
do,
Because I'm sure there has been a movie before that's done this. Why not do it? Because they could charge even maybe a little bit extra. Have Go to the movies and they
sure.
show Dune 1, and then
Hmm.
they after Dune 1's finished, they go, we're gonna have a 10-minute break. And then you go to the bathroom, get your refills, and come back and then straight into Dune 2. That'd be a
Well, so
great
they did that.
cinematic experience.
They did that.
Oh, I did? Oh, good. I'm glad.
Certain theaters, not every theater, but certain theaters leading up to Dune 2 the night before, they're like, hey,
No, I
you
want
want to see
back to
Dune
back.
2? Yes, Mike, I'm telling you, they did that.
Good. I'm glad they listened
You
to
also
me.
understand that, like, when the newest Marvel movie came out over those first 10 years, like, Iron Man 3 is coming out. Here's Iron Man 1 and Avengers and Iron Man 2, and then
That's a
Avengers
lot of back to
2 and
back
Iron Man
movies.
3. They did shit like that.
But what they should have done
Anyways,
is shown Dune 1 and then Dune 2.
they did that.
Oh, good.
I'm telling you,
Why
they
do you
did it.
say so?
I just did. I'm sorry you couldn't hear me. It's this microphone. Anyways,
Huh?
Anyways, that
Anyway,
is my top 5 out of 5. But there's one movie this year that we reviewed it maybe a month ago, maybe
would you
less
like a
than a
drum
month
roll? Would
ago.
you like a drum roll?
Nah, we don't
Oh,
need that.
okay.
It ranked higher than 5 out of 5. I was incredibly surprised by this. It was absolutely overhyped. While I was in the theater waiting for the goddamn movie to start, I saw 6 goddamn commercials that were
Six.
spliced in with the movie,
That's a lot of
and I still
commercials.
walked away loving this thing, despite it being a one of two, much like Dune 2. Um, I don't know where they go from this, but Wicked Part 1 got a believe the hype out of 5. That's the highest review I can give a movie. I'm surprised at the people who don't like this, and kind of not surprised at the people who aren't going to give it a chance. But this is a fantastic movie. Not a musical dude. I've never seen the original Broadway show or any version of it. Um, but Wicked might be the best movie of 2024, and that is our segment for tonight.
I can't help but feel that you seem to have left out Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh,
Emotional
I did
damage.
give Deadpool and Wolverine a 5 out of 5. You're not wrong there, Mike. And I apologize for that. The first screening of Deadpool, 5 out of 5. I enjoyed the hell out of it. Um, Jeez. Now that you mention it, maybe I did give that a believe the hype out of. No, no, I actually reviewed everything, and that got a
No, I
five
don't
out
think.
of five.
I would remember. I don't think you did. You didn't give it believe the hype of the five.
No, it got a 5 out of 5. My second viewing of it, which would be on Disney Plus, didn't laugh once. Just kind of went, yeah, okay. It was background noise for me most of the night. So, but that first screening, that review, yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine was a 5 out of 5. I will not front because we were covering that from the first Super Bowl teaser, maybe even before that, where it was again Ryan Reynolds is just on his couch, and then Hugh Jackman walks behind him, and he's like, "Hey, Hugh, you want to make a Deadpool Wolverine movie?" And he was, "Yeah, fine." We've been covering this movie since that commercial. And the entire time leading up to it, I was like, I can't wait for you guys to be disappointed by this. Like, I don't root
I
for
remember
movies to
that.
fail, but I was just like, can't wait for you guys to just like be so mad that this thing exists now. You wanted it your way, and this is what you got. And guess what? Everyone was surprised and pleasantly surprised. Yeah, but I enjoyed Deadpool and Wolverine upon my first viewing, and was super surprised by that. It was well done. Had a great villain, had a lot of fun Easter eggs. I don't know how that would have gone if you've never seen a Marvel movie before, but also, like, did you just wake up out of a 20-year coma? Probably not, but still. Anyway, so yeah, you're there you go, Mike. Yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine was excluded from my list, but not on purpose.
Marvelous. It is your list, though. At the end of the day, I don't want to intrude,
Mm,
but shout out to Deadpool and Wolverine. So yeah, so we got in no particular order: Lord of the Rings, War of the blah 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 blah, blah. King of the Planet of the Apes, Monkey Man, Dune 2, and then Kush's favorite piece by piece, but number one, Wicked Part 1, where
mhm.
everyone likes to sing along with witches because witches are like
Yeah,
the hot
by the way,
thing right now.
I'm sure this is going to be at other AMC's, but the official sing along for Wicked is going to be December 28th, at least at the Metreon here in San Francisco. Again, check your AMC listings, but they were talking about this is going to be a thing. That's the date for the thing. So it's a one-time showing only. If you want to sing along with Wicked and not annoy people, that's the show to go to.
Do you remember when
I don't
The
know.
Rock said he was okay with people singing in movie theaters? Fucking
Hmm.
heel turn. Fuck that guy.
I think he was.
Keep
I
your
don't think he was
mouth
being a
shut.
heel. But yeah, The Rock hasn't seen a movie with the public in 30 years, and the man also hasn't been on a bus in 40 years. So if you said like, yeah, those guys that do the dancing and like use the handlebars and do flips and shit and then panhandle, like they're okay. he hasn't been on a bus in fucking 40 fucking years. So yeah, I didn't take that with a grain of. I didn't take that strongly. I took it very lightly. I took it so lightly, I'm stuttered.
There you go. But anyway, those are Kush's top 5 movies that he reviewed of 2024. As he mentioned, there are in a playlist, so if you want to go back and check out the full reviews of those movies, head over to the YouTube channel at Waffle Box Pod, where you can do just that. But that wraps up 2024's Kush's movie reviews.
That's all, folks.
Play me off, Johnny.